girlfriend had no idea what to do and thought maybe a cold washcloth would help. So she ran to the bathroom and threw open the door to find his roommate, pants around his ankles, with his dick in his hand. Like,
jerking off to them.
Hello, it is Danny, host of the What's Happening podcast. You probably know me by now. Today's episode is brought to you by Grid. And if you're wondering, what is Grid? Grid's a sports and activewear brand that's got a massive collection ranging from shorts to t-shirts, to tracksuits, to joggers, to hoodies, anything you need to help you stay active, stay fit and stay comfortable. Now, get on this. When you go to the Grid official website, when you get to the checkout, if you use code Happenin20, you will receive a 20% discount, courtesy of ourselves, as a little thank you to all of you watching at home. Now, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get right back into the episode.
Hello, welcome back, episode 120 of the What's Happening podcast. If you're wondering why has Gary lost weight and his beard and his hair, we've got Sam TAY filling in for Gary this week. Gary's on holiday, so Sam's going to be jumping on in the next couple of weeks, jumping in for Gary. And also in the studio, we are joined by Australian comedian, comedy phenomenon, Daniel Delby. How are we doing, brother? It's been a while. It's been a while since I see you. It's been a year. It's been since Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah, right.
Last year. What's been going on for you the last 12 months, then?
Oh, fuck everything, man. I'm touring teacher comedy night. I fucking sold out a theatre for the first time. And just still single and travelling. So, yeah.
I mean, I suppose it comes with its benefits. You can travel freely. But
yeah, it's all a tax write-off.
Yeah,
everything
of course.
Is a fucking tax write-off,
don't pay them a penny.
Happy days,
Yeah, all cash.
But it's good to be back in Liverpool. I haven't been here since freshers.
Since when? Since September?
Since freshers. I came here
last year?
Nah, fuck, I'm 37, bro. Like last year.
Okay.
I came to freshers here when I was 13 years ago, when I was 24.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, bro. A night out at Liverpool was fucking so good.
The weird, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's always the weirdest nights of your life.
Mate, I got PTSD, post-traumatic snap dick disorder. I snapped my dick here, eh?
Oh, fuck off.
Bro, it was fucked, eh?
Is it just Ben left now?
Well, it's a bit of a weird one. I was out and about and I'd had some bevies because it was like £1 drinks or something. Like,
Is you on like Freshers Week as in like
the uni?
Yeah,
and like all the bars had like £1 drinks because I used to work in Cardamino in a place called Kos. Do you guys know that? It's like a Greek island. So I was there for like a month and I made mates with a bunch of Manx and Scousers. So I did like Newcastle, Manchester and here, and I was on a night out and like I'd had a few stimulants.
Yeah.
Pulled a bird and went back to her house and was I was going like pretty hard, and as I've come out, I've gone back in, but
have you gone in the middle bit of her ass and the vagina?
Yeah, you've hit that little,
you've hit that sweet spot.
Yeah,
that little island bit.
The gooch, we call that the gooch. You guys got the gooch? Yeah. The gooch hooch. No, I went the top bit. So
above the ass.
No.
I know what you mean.
The pubic bone.
Yeah.
So and the angle that I was on, the head of my dick was in, and the shaft like hit the pubic bone, and it literally ripped open the fucking top part.
So have you got a scar on your dick now?
Not now, but
did.
That's why it's small.
Because you lost some,
I lost some inches. Yeah, it was fucking...
That's a great story. Yeah.
It was intense, man, because like it happened as I was about to come, and I'm like, I've pulled out and I've come on her stomach, and I kept coming. And I'm like, what the fuck?
It was coming out the top like
but
a
it was black.
blowhole.
Yeah, there was black cum. I'm like, I felt like Kobe, man. I'm like, what's going on? And I was like, what the fuck? Turn the light on, and I'm just like spurting like
blood.
Yeah. She started crying, man. She's like, oh my God, are you all right? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. So I'm like, I'm literally like saving Private Ryan, like tourniquet. Yeah. And then I wrapped it up, and fuck, man, it took like a good 2 and a bit weeks to recover, eh?
Shit.
Yeah. So, but it healed pretty quick for what it was. Your dick heals real quick, eh?
I suppose it's got to though, because even if you're not shagging, you're still pissing.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
what was that like after actually?
It was
like the recovery of it.
Yeah, it literally. I was flying out to Canada the next day, and my cousin over there was like a baller, bro. I didn't know. I met him for the first time, and he took me out, and he's like, he had like, bro, he gave me like $500 cash as a wallet. Like, he's like, here, buddy, buy some broads, some drinks. I'd never seen that much money when I was that young.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, man, this is like 10 grand in Australian. So I'm trying to buy girls drinks, and we have this massive night. I got home, fell asleep. I woke up, there's a chick rubbing her pussy on my face. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like, I bought some broads back. But he's 41. I was 24.
Yeah.
I got some broads, buddy. You want some broads? I'm like, nah, man, like I can't. Like, I'm out.
Yeah,
He said, okay, more for me, buddy. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah, go
So
nuts.
it
Weird
stopped
Canadian man.
Yeah, it stopped me from a lot of stuff.
Have you met up with that cousin since?
Yeah, I went back once.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so he got done with the largest amount of cocaine and the largest forfeiture in Canadian history, his house, and he got off. So he got caught with 50 kilos of coke and
That's not even a little bit.
yeah, 570 grand, and he got off because the police broke the law to catch
Get
him.
onto his
so all of
property,
their things was inadmissible.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
so
Did they get to keep it?
Lucky then.
I don't know if he got to keep it. I don't think he did.
Ring him,
But yeah, so like it was a pretty intense time, but like it was fucked because it stopped me from going out. Like I was young, I wanted to party, and but eventually it healed.
That's a tough way to get sidelined though.
Yeah,
That is a
True,
tough way
right.
to get put on the bench, innit?
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
yeah, blood rule. Yeah,
And you've not
it's
been
fucked.
back to Liverpool since?
Nah,
Well,
so I'm
welcome
back.
back.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
I'm
by the
healed.
way.
Same again.
Yeah. I don't have the chick's number, but
No, that's that.
if you remember me,
he's back in town.
That must have been the most traumatic fucking time of her life, though.
she's
Getting rattled by fucking some Australian fella, and then she looks up and his dick's broke.
Yeah,
That's raw.
she was crying, So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Are you back in Edinburgh this year?
yep.
What, are you
So-
taking the comedy for teachers?
So
or?
yeah, teacher comedy night at 2:00
Nice.
for the first 2 weeks,
Nice.
and then I've got my mate Max Shane. I've got a show called Who's Rhyme, which is all my free. Did you see me do my freestyle?
Yeah, it was
stuff?
sick. It
So
was sick.
we've got a show that's all like freestyle called Who's Rhyme Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
But we've changed it to two white guys rapping because it just says what it is.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So the first 2 weeks is that for 2:00 at 32 Below, that big room.
Nice.
Where we did our
Yeah,
Pulse
that's a
Group
sick
Year.
room.
And then the last 2 weeks, Who's Rhyme. Then I got my solo show, 33 Years Single at 7. And then,
You're just not telling people you're 37.
bro, it's just sad marketing.
Yeah. 37 years single, it's a
It's just
different show,
depressing.
innit?
I can't keep. It started as 30 years single, and after 3 years, I was like, I need to change it. Then 33 years single, and I got my first missus when I was 33, so it's still factually correct.
So you did not get into a relationship until you were 33?
Yeah.
Why?
I just had this trauma from having a snap dick.
Is that what it was?
I was gonna say. To be honest,
switch the vagina again.
I have a disfigured penis. Fuck. I used to travel a lot, and I used to party pretty hard, and I was always of the opinion like, if I'm not 100% in on someone, I'm not gonna just go in like hoping it works or half-assed.
That's
I'm like,
fair.
I'm either all in or I'm not, and very rarely did I meet somebody that I was keen on. So
And you're still single now?
yeah, fucking oath.
Still
Yeah.
single now?
Yeah.
No,
Fucking
is there not a
yeah.
little lady waiting back in Australia for you?
No, well, there is, but like,
Just Christian.
Yeah.
just waiting on the couch, waiting for you to get back.
he's got bigger tits than her. So.
He has as well, he really has. He fucking has.
Yeah.
So you're in Edinburgh the whole month?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you staying with Kyle again?
yeah. So we've got that same house.
That's a wild ride staying
Yeah.
with Kyle, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's good because he's like a human Facebook man. Like he knows.
Yeah,
everyone.
everyone. I think I've met, I'd say 50% of the people I know
Yeah.
in stand-up comedy through Kyle Legacy.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Kyle Legacy? I'm surprised you've never met him. Everybody
Yeah.
I've ever met somehow knows Kyle Legacy.
Yeah.
He
He's
was in
super
a-
friendly. He's
Is
easy
he
to
the
get
one with the afro?
The one with the
Yeah.
afro who's
Yeah, he's
always got a
fine.
Liverpool top on.
I've never met him, like, but he's boss.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a fucking... Because do you know what angers me with Kyle as well? I try so hard to write comedy. That man has never written a joke in his life and makes more money
Is
than
it all off
anybody.
the top of the dome,
And
is it?
everything. He just says, I was riffing.
Yeah.
He refuses to write
Yeah.
and makes more money in comedy than most people I know even in
Yeah.
comedy.
Because he's got bits now that he's riffed so much that they've turned into bits.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, oh,
he's got his little go-tos.
But it's so good.
But he's
And,
never
like,
written.
It's great, man. It makes you feel shit about writing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because you really try. But the thing is, you couldn't do what you do. The way you do like the sketches and stuff. You can't stay on a topic for more than
So, yeah,
a
but that's
minute.
why it works for him then.
On
You know what I mean?
stage
It's
it
comedy.
works.
Yeah, his comedy on stage works.
Yeah, yeah.
How does he do? Because I've never seen him in Australia.
Fucking murders or bombs.
So the same as
But
everywhere else.
90% murder, bro.
Yeah. It's
Like,
crazy, innit?
if you've got an accent in Perth,
Yeah.
like
You're
you're
just all over
you're
it.
already winning. Yeah.
Nice,
But
nice.
like he crushes, man. Like he's
I'm
a
gonna
crusher
have to
now.
try and get to Perth in January, you know,
yeah.
for the Fringe, man.
Oh
I
man,
need
our
to get
audiences
there.
are fucking sick as
Are
well.
they good?
Yeah.
Are they good? Oh,
Yeah.
don't let you tempt me. How much are
Yeah.
the flights from here to Australia?
Fucking like it's a mortgage, bro.
Nah,
It's
it's
like,
cool. I haven't got one of them, so I may as well,
Yeah.
may as well pay the money for something. Like,
I was looking at for my cousins to come from Middlesbrough, and I think we found some for about 1,500 quid return. So depends where you fly from,
yeah.
but yeah, they go from like £1,200 up to 2,500 I saw.
Ooh.
But for me coming the other way, it was like 2.5
It's a month's wage though.
both ways.
Yeah, it is,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's serious going.
Yeah, but you can luck out and get like some cheap ones, but some of
That's
it's
probably
like
why people just go over there and live there.
yeah, they can't afford to come home.
Can't afford to come back.
There's so many scousers living in Perth now.
Yeah,
is there?
man,
Perth
yeah.
is full
Yeah.
of scousers.
The whole
like,
of North, it's
Full
called
of them.
Joondalup. It's just all poms.
it's crazy.
So,
What's
yeah.
a pom?
You guys, English.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's meant to stand for Prisoner of Her Majesty.
Okay.
But
nice.
yeah, you guys
Nice.
are all poms. So
Yeah.
yeah, ever heard that?
No, never.
Yeah,
not
so
once.
every Aussie will.
You're maybe
these
like
are
the
the
fourth
poms.
Australian person I've ever
Yeah.
met, so no, I'm not really
Yeah.
too clued up on the link. No, man. So what brought you back into Liverpool? What was that?
Yeah, so because I was coming from the East Coast and seeing my exchange brother in Milan, instead of just going straight to
What's an
Edinburgh.
exchange, brother?
So it's kind of like human trafficking. I just bought this guy to
Nice.
come. No, it was. I studied Italian at school,
Okay, so you
and
swapped,
he was an Italian. He came to learn English, and he lived with us.
and you went there.
No, I didn't go. I couldn't afford it. Man.
Oh, fair. I was going to say, you'd be your mum would be
Yeah,
all over the
yeah.
Italian fella back you in the
So
house.
my mum's born in Middlesbrough. My dad's the Italian one. So I tried to learn so I could speak to my grandparents. 'Cause
Okay.
He never taught me, So I did it at school. But he lived in the north, in Trieste and Milan. So I went and
Sick.
visited him. And I'd always wanted to come back to Liverpool and just get some spots here. So
Yeah, I mean, have a
see
go.
the bird again.
Yeah.
to reconcile.
Yeah,
And to make
it's part of my
amends.
healing process.
Yeah. This is just
Every-
you one big
every
journey,
other year,
innit? That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Because you do like you've got the Hard Yarns podcast as
Yeah.
well, out in Perth as well,
Yeah.
which fucking does really well.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, been
so
on a while.
it started like I was the third guest. Branchy, my co-host, started it, and I was like the third guest, and I fucking loved it, man.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
so
yeah.
fun, And then I would come back, and eventually I was like there so much, and I was getting him comics and guests.
Just become
He's
part
just
of the
like, let's do
furniture.
it.
Yeah,
So
sick.
yeah, we did like once a month, and then after the first 2 years, we were like, all right, let's fucking
Yeah.
lean in.
How many episodes have you done in that in total?
I think
5
like
years?
233-ish.
Yeah, you're right in there then.
But it's nuts, man. We've had some awesome guests, like from where we were to where we are. Like
Yeah.
you would know, man.
Yeah.
Like, it builds and it's fucking awesome. You put your phone away for 2 hours, you have a chat. Like we had one of the greatest AFL footballers, which is nothing to you guys, but it would be like
Not
the
even a
golden
sport
boot,
to
like
me
a
then.
Messi.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Oh
of
shit.
Aussie rules on our pod.
Who would you say has been the biggest guest you've had on it?
Well, in Australia, it would be Dane Swan, the guy. He was just on again while I was over here. I was fucking fuming, man. So we had him on last year and he's come back and he likes the pod, so he's going to come on each
Yeah,
year, which
sick.
is fucking awesome.
Sick.
But the biggest would be Mitchell Johnson.
Why do I know that name?
He's an Australian cricketer. He dominated you guys in the
Not why
Ashes.
I know that name. I don't even keep up with the sport.
So he's the biggest worldwide.
Yeah, sick.
I had Ed Byrne on. Do you know Ed Byrne?
Yeah, that's
so
sick.
Ed
That's
Byrne.
sick.
Bit of a weird, cool story with Ed. Like, my mum used to be engaged to a stand-up comic when I was like 10, and I went to the Melbourne Comedy Fest when I was 10, and he was mates with Ed Byrne, and Ed Byrne looked after me and babysat me for the day at
That's
the
so
amusement
sick.
park. So I've got a photo of me
As a
when
little
I was
kid.
10 with Ed, and this is before he blew up over here. It was like on panels and shit.
Yeah.
And then I saw he was coming to Perth, so I just reached out. I sent him the photo. I asked his management, and he said, "Yeah, come on." And it was awesome.
That's a cool
Yeah,
episode.
it was
to
like
do.
a really cool, like almost a
full circle moment
masterclass.
for you. Yeah.
And he was like just talking about comedy. It was really interesting to hear from him.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you're doing Edinburgh for the full month as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
I only come last year.
How long were you there? Like 3 days?
Yeah.
3 nights.
3 days.
I was trying to explain to Sam before what the Fringe is, because he doesn't do stand up. He's never like even seen that side of it. And it is literally.
So as you were speaking, I have a fucking no idea. Who the people are, who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Edinburgh Fringe is
ignore me.
It's like
I'm just a fucking. I'm a shadow.
An innocent bystander.
Yeah.
But no, Edinburgh Fringe. It's literally just like the whole of Edinburgh. For the entire month of August is just any type of performing art you can imagine.
Yeah.
Comedy, music, there's plays on.
Yeah.
Like
is it like a big place, like a
So,
festival almost?
yeah.
So it's not like they've not got like places set up for it. It's just every bar, every pub for the whole month. There's just something going on. Like it's crazy. But like because Edinburgh, have you been to Edinburgh?
No,
and it's all up steep hills and then down. I was there for 3 or 4 days last year.
Got quads.
Mate, I come back, my fucking legs were like that. But Kyle Legacy nearly put me in a coma on like I think it might have even been the first day.
Comedy boxing, or he gave you edibles or something?
No. So
probably not neither.
So on the way up, I was on the train for like 3 hours or something, and I had a little packet of edibles with me, but they were like little mini jellies. So I usually get like bigger size. They were little minis, and I was like, these won't be that strong. I was like, how fucking strong can these be? There was like 6 in the pack. Recommended dose was eat 1.
Yeah.
But then I ate 1. And had the munchies.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I've got some jellies. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I just
2 birds with 1 stone.
So I just ate the whole pack.
Fucking
then
hell.
about half an hour later, I was on the train and I could just hear I was sitting there just tweaking.
Was your sign from the studio fucking tweaking out?
The sign blew up and I was just sitting on the train just tweaking. I was like,
what was the sound? Just your brain, or was it like...
I was just like, what the fuck? So I was putting my earphones in.
I can hear my blood flowing.
Just got through me.
Fuck, your sign up. Fuck, bro.
I could see behind me. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And then I just put my earphones in, zoned out on the train, and then woke up and I'm in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And it was like 10 a.m, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
So I've tried to phone Kyle.
He would have been asleep.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Couldn't get hold of him. So I was like, right, I'm in a city that I've never been to before. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. So I went to a cafe, went and got something to eat. I'm still high as fuck. I'm in this cafe, I'm trying to look normal. Like, every time somebody walks past, I'm smiling at them, just looking creepy as fuck. But
you're trying to act normal like that.
Every time I'm going, morning, and I'm like, no one does that. People don't do that. So,
they would in Australia. They're pretty friendly, but over here, everyone's a bit more...
I'm in the middle of Scotland, and I'm an Englishman, and then I'm going, good morning. And they're like, looking and going, shut the fuck.
Evening to you, sir.
I've even got a hat on. It's like, ooh. They're going, shut the fuck. So then Kyle rings me. I get to the flat we used to stay and got introduced to you, Ambrose and shit like that. Met everybody, and then Kyle was like, oh, some girl that I know from New York is doing a play, like acting. I was like, so is it not comedy? He was like, no, it's a play. So like,
that would have been awesome.
Oh yeah, that was.
Was it good?
No, of course it wasn't. But I'm on it.
So when an act's on, do you have to like? Are you generally just waiting for that? Is it just one stage?
So in this it was a little bit different because it wasn't comedy. This was like an actual play. Like you'd like.
So there's some that are like theatres. Some are pubs that have been turned into
Oh, it's different places.
Yeah. Just the different thing.
Imagine like the city centre of Liverpool.
Yeah. Every bar
is a venue.
Add comedy in. Every bar had a musician in.
Why the fuck do they not do that in general?
Because
fucking amazing.
People just fucking don't get out enough. Whereas with the Edinburgh Fringe, because it's such a big thing,
it's a massive thing.
The population of Edinburgh must triple for that.
Yeah, and then so does the price of accommodation.
Yeah.
Is that how to go big then as a comedian?
It's one way. It's not the same as it used to be. It's not as open as it used to be now, because obviously you've got people who have just made a name for themselves.
Social media and YouTube's changed it all.
Yeah.
But like, did you watch Baby Reindeer?
I started watching it. Yeah.
So that was all set at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Oh.
So yeah. But yeah, so you've gone to the play.
Oh shit, yeah. So then obviously I'm already too high because the edibles.
Yeah.
And Legacy's just passing, rolling joints. I'm because he's smoking weed. I'm just smoking weed. Me get to this play and I was floating. I just went in. We sat at the back in this little corner, and I just put my hood up on my hoodie, pulled the strings tight, and it was so hot in there.
Yeah.
And the lighting was shit, so the only bit of light that they had on the stage was also catching some old man on the front row who just looked like he was dying. He was just sitting there like this.
He's probably been on the train with you.
He had a couple of little jellies on the stage. So that was sending me weird. So then I'm sat at the back thinking, oh my God, I was like, I'm about to like hit white or something, like something's gonna go wrong, and then just fell asleep.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Fell asleep and then woke up to everybody clapping at the end of the play, but
You just fucking.
the play was so weird. It like listen, no disrespect to them, and I've done acting myself. I know how hard it is to do, but they weren't doing it.
Whatever.
That's what it's called a play. I was just playing at it.
Yeah, it was terrible. There was 2 of them in it, but there was 2 actors but 6 characters in the play.
Yeah,
and
schizophrenia on stage.
Yeah, it was fucked up. So like, but then so they were doing.
There was probably 6 actors, but you only saw 2. It just looked really similar. The old guy was a fucking the 3rd character.
He was in it. It was all part of it. I was the only one not in on the joke. I was getting Truman Show in this little
Who did you
weird.
go
With Kyle Legacy.
Have you asked them what they actually saw?
Oh no, yeah, he
Yeah,
said
fact
he
check.
was just he had a video of me. He put it on his. I was just asleep, just at the back, like just twitching in my sleep and shit.
Edible, bro.
And then at the end of it, the 2 people come over and they were speaking to Kyle because obviously they fucking knew Kyle.
Yeah.
And they were like to me, they were like, he was like, oh yeah, he's like, this is me mate Danny, but they were like, oh, what did you think of the play? I was like, honestly, you know what, genuinely superb. I was like, it's fucking unbelievable. But yeah, honestly, there's some fucking, you see some sights at Edinburgh Fringe as well, like there's just street performers. Like I was waiting to meet up with Kyle, and there's some fella fucking jamming swords down his throat outside of Greg's. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I can't wait to go back for a few days this year. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. And like, if you get time to see other acts, it's fucking sick as well.
So how does a comedian get on that?
You apply.
Does it take a
there's a few
while?
there's a few different ways. There's a free fringe, and then there's like a paid fringe. So the paid fringe is like curated, and the free fringe is also curated, but anybody can apply, and then the people that are in charge will pick your show.
So
they'll
you're on
say,
the list, basically.
yeah, but anyone can do it. Like, you might not be established, and you might have this great concept, or you've done it in Liverpool and it's gone well, and you apply, and they'll go, okay, that sounds cool, we'll put it on. So the one I did, and what Legacy does, is free fringe. So people show up, they don't have to pay anything. They just rock up, they get a seat, and at the end, you basically are fucking Oliver Twisting, just begging for your money.
Yeah, please donate.
So, which is better though, because you do a little bit of like mind games on them. If you just go, I'm here, just pay what you can. Cunts will throw in like £1 or like £5. I tell them like, hey, this is what it's worth in Australia. I go, I do this show back home for 20 quid. I'm looking for 20 quid. If you can't do that, £15 will help me break even, because it is 12 grand for me to get here. So I just go, it's 12 grand for me to get here. If you like the show and you want me to come back, I need £15 to break even. So you set that expectation. So they're not going to go, oh, here's a $5. Most of them will go, oh, is 10 all right? And in my head, that's still $20 in Australian money. I go, yeah, that's great. That's fine. So you set it, but people will go, oh, just pay whatever you want and make fuck all.
People throw like 20p's in, and you're like, don't ever come back to a show again, you piece of shit. It's
but then the other one is like, because some dudes like last year gave me 50 quid. You know, they loved it. They're like, here's 50 quid.
Yeah, so you can earn fucking loads.
Yeah, it wasn't even swords down the throat. He was just sucking me off. Bro.
It was weird. Honestly, he had like 3 swords handles coming out of his mouth, and I was like,
now, how did he figure out he could do that, eh?
See, like, that's what I was thinking.
He's just like,
that's what I was
I'm pretty
thinking.
good at fucking eating bananas. Let's sharpen it.
I understand, like comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, we probably didn't have many friends in school, but we always thought we were funny.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we'll just try and make you laugh.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get something out of it, you'll give us a little bit of money. He's just like, with fucking with sword. Like, he had a really bad fencing accident years ago, and he was like, oh, okay.
He's got the castle, so it's kind of in theme. You know, it's like medieval fucking
If you have
deep throat.
swords with the castle, what's the point of having the castle?
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Right, what we've got as well, because obviously, because Sam's not usually on the podcast, he wanted to get people who watch his content to bring a few questions to ask us. So he put a few things out. You put a little thing out on Instagram, didn't you? You've got a few questions from people.
Cool. To me or just to everyone?
In general.
Yeah,
putting them through the room.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be.
I haven't looked at them. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's have
So the other version of Fringe is you get a set price for a ticket. So that's the other thing. So that's the second side.
They make more money on the free Fringe though,
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
Sometimes
Because when you're
laying out less money.
Yeah, and you have to pay the venue, the management. So you make fuck all money.
There is so many people at the Fringe as well who are making money, and it's like, what are you actually doing? And you know the people who are like, oh, well, you've got to pay us a certain fee to then get in here, and then we give them a percent. It's like, what do you actually do? And I couldn't just do myself by speaking to the person you're giving the money to. It's fucked up,
leeches, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
Leeches. But if you're a big name, that's what you do. You know? Like I saw Frankie Boyle, you know, it's like,
it probably means nothing to him as well, you know what I mean? He's there because why would he not be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's quite political, hey? I didn't really realise how political he was.
Well, I remember seeing, I don't know whether it was in the lead up to or just after last year's Fringe, but there was a lot of comedians taking to Twitter, and they were like, the way the Fringe is sort of is gone.
It's gone a bit commercial.
Yeah. It's got, but then again, it's well, because obviously there's people who they're not necessarily... They don't even really care about comedy. They've just got a following. Yeah. So they're like, oh, well, I'm a comedian now.
Yeah. That's the thing with YouTubers, man. They drive to a show and you got to cut your teeth.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. You've got to know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stoked for you. Like, I will never be a hater, but it's like, if you're going to take your following and do stand-up, you need to fucking do your open mics. Go put the work in.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So I'm still eating bags.
Hello, it is me again. Now, this is just a little quick one to let you know about the Patreon. If you're already on the Patreon, feel free to fast forward. If you're not on the Patreon, don't you dare fast forward. Now, if you're wondering what can you get over on the Patreon, you get early access to every single episode of the podcast, meaning you'll get it 2 days earlier than everybody else. You get a little insight before everybody else sees it, and you also get Patreon exclusive episodes of the podcast that you will only see if you're on Patreon. And then the more people we get on Patreon allows us to also start doing Patreon specials where we can go out and get up to some madness, and we can show you a little bit more of us and what we're getting up to. If you want to join the community on the Patreon, it's £4 a month. We're building something really special over there at the minute, and as always, the support on the Patreon means the absolute world to us. Now, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We'll jump straight back into the episode, so stay tuned. See you in there.
Right, so I asked for like stories. I asked for a story of something funny. You know, someone's been through. Okay. But I'm going to let you read it because you're fucking unbelievable at like narrating. Okay. So someone sent me this. I don't know how true this is because it could be a full-on lie. Okay. But we will give our opinions after. Right. This is one story.
Okay. Have you got a few?
No, this is just one story. I only got one story.
But have you got questions?
I've got questions, but
let's go.
They probably won't make sense to Delby, so...
Okay. That's all right.
Okay.
I'll try. I'll try to decipher it.
Okay.
So I can give you some Aussie stuff to decipher as well.
I've read this already and I did cry laughing.
Right, okay. So in college, I had the best kind of roommate situation. I shared a bathroom with one other guy, and we actually had separate rooms on either side of the bathroom with like a kind of
So it was a joint bathroom.
He said, so I could have a lot of loud sex, and then they've put, and I did, which... Oh. That's
is this a bloke writing or a chick?
Fuck knows. It's a.
Oh yeah. If it's a girl,
someone's made a fake account to send this.
If it's a girl, you probably will have a lot of sex. Yeah. If it's a lad and they're going, I was fucking everything, you probably.
If the next bit says he hit my pubic bone,
yeah.
I'm like,
I don't think I've read it actually.
It says so. Yeah. So he goes on to say, one night, I was sitting on the edge of my bed with my girlfriend straddling me. Okay, so now we know it's definitely a guy. Or it could be a lesbian with a strap on.
Correct. Yeah.
But we don't know.
It says, okay.
Use your imagination.
Yeah. So one night I was sitting on the edge of the bed with my girlfriend straddling me. It was that great kind of loud, dirty talking sex, and I started to spank her as she rode me. She loved it and kept asking for more, so I spanked her harder and we got more and more into it. We got a lot of energy going. I was starting to smack her ass pretty damn hard until I spanked out of sync with her movements. My hands swung down as her ass moved up. I ended up missing her entirely and smacking myself in the balls with full power.
So he's been going like that, hasn't he? He's been proper.
He's missed a beat on one.
The motion.
Because to be fair, if you're trying to keep in time with their movement, you've got to keep a certain rhythm.
There's more. That's not even the fucking. That's not even the worst part.
Okay.
Fuck, there's a bit of a theme to this pod in there already.
Yeah. Just dick.
Just sexual trauma. I doubled over and immediately fell off the bed, curled up on the floor, blinded by the sudden pain. My girlfriend had no idea what to do and thought maybe a cold washcloth would help. So she ran to the bathroom and threw open the door to find his roommate, pants around his ankles, with his dick in his hand.
Jerking off to them!
He's just tugging it out. He's
having a proper fucking danger one.
Then it says, there was an eternity of stunned silence as no one knew what to do or say. She slammed the door.
All three of them were naked.
Oh, he's on the fuck. Oh my God.
I'd laugh if he got so startled he slapped his balls.
So then it says, to round all of this off, it said there was an eternity of stunned silence. Nobody knew what to say. She slammed the door shut again. And that was the last time I saw my roommate that year.
Oh, wow. What a way to go out, man.
That's fucked
What
up.
would you actually do in that situation if you were the one who swung that door open? You find your mate.
Now, that's up to the girlfriend to tell
You how angry
because
she
knows.
is.
She knows, but at this point, the guy that's doubled over doesn't know his mate's jerking
No, I
off.
think he's seen. I think the
Oh,
door,
he's seen as
I think
well.
they both
Oh,
seen
so
him.
everyone's seen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, what would you do if that was your mate?
It's kind of like, it's almost...
It's a compliment,
like,
but you've got to
it's a compliment wank.
But you've got to smack him.
Yeah, it's a thank wank.
Because
Because they're like, oh, you're doing great, buddy. It's like a support, like an emotional support wank. You know? It's just like, yeah, you're killing it.
He's waiting to get tapped in. He's waiting on the ropes. I don't know, I think it's a compliment, but you've got to slap him for that, because the thing is...
Half of it's over you.
But then the other half's over your girlfriend.
Yeah. So
it's like on the one hand, thank you.
Well, on the other hand, it's dick.
Yeah, that's a little bit fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like...
you have to... You can't... I don't know, man. What do you do? What do you do? You just... So that's the last time we saw him.
The lad could be gay.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Oh, cock twist.
Cock
Mm.
twist.
Have you ever had a threesome with another guy?
No, I've never had a threesome. If I was to, my only rule would be there couldn't be another guy. Like,
You got to stay in the bathroom.
You've got to stand in the bathroom.
This is the way I've always looked at threesomes, right? Like, just from my personal perspective. If it's me and two girls, it's fine. If it's me, a girl, and another guy, then the dick to vagina ratio's off and it's gay.
Yeah, right.
It is.
That's how I look at it.
Then
The
also,
DVD, the dick vagina.
The only thing that gets me, if you've got two lads in a bed, right, you are sharing. You are. One of you is going to end up putting your dick where the other lad's just put his dick.
Yeah. In his
Unless
hand.
you are happy, just
In his hand.
Yeah, in his hand, in the toilet. Unless you're happy,
she
you know,
moves
just
it, going dick to dick.
Well, I had my first.
Eiffel Tower.
I had my first two guy, one girl threesome.
Gay?
Well,
one guy.
I'm definitely not because I couldn't bar up.
Yeah, no, you
He
can't.
really wanted me to put it in his ass. I just couldn't. No, I'm just fucking around.
I was going to say,
No, it was this chick.
I
and-
thought we were keeping that between us.
keeping it between your cheeks.
Yeah, I'm not coming to Edinburgh this year. You can fuck that. Don't fuck yourself.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, bro. Like, I couldn't, he was a French dude, and like, I couldn't get into it, man, because he was like, oh yeah, you're a bad bitch, you're a bad girl. I'm like, I'm a guy, bro. No, I was like,
bad bitch.
I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just couldn't bar up. But he was actually, I was thankful he was there because, like, he finished the job. I couldn't
you
do
could
it.
just leave?
I did.
How did
I left. I had the hotel room.
How
I
did that
left.
situation come about?
So
Oh,
it was
I had
your
to pay a lot of
it
money.
was your
No.
hotel room, and you
Yeah,
left.
yeah. So it came about because I had a hotel room, and there was this strip show on, and one of the male strippers I was opening. I was doing the stand up for it. He didn't have a place to stay, and I had a spare bed in my hotel. So I just said, "Oh, you can crash in the spare bed." And at the end of the night, I was talking to a girl, and I was like, we started talking, and she goes, "Where are you staying?" I said, "I've actually got a hotel up the road, but one of the strippers is staying with me." And she goes, "I've always wanted a threesome. It's been on my bucket list." And I was like, "Well, fuck, I haven't done it either. So we'll see what happens." And yeah, it was not good, bro. It was not good.
I feel like...
How does that start?
That's what I was so paranoid about. How does it start?
Can you imagine all three of you stood fully clothed in the room?
Just like...
Yeah.
How
so,
do you get to being fully naked?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think if that situation ever does occur, though, it's safe to assume there's been some to a lot of alcohol involved.
Yeah,
so
there
it's
was everything involved.
there's
That's why I
probably-
couldn't bar up.
There's probably not a lot of awkwardness at that point, but then
Yeah.
at some point there's gonna see this is what bothers me.
But
At
people do
some
it
point
sober.
there's gonna
Someone's going to come first. That's what is my biggest thing. If I come before him, now
You're the
you
weakest
lose
link.
all that
You're the weakest
testosterone,
link. And then
and
you
you're
go,
like,
oh.
"Oh, I made a mistake," right? And you're like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
going to watch," right? But if they come before you, then I think that's better.
It's gay.
But you're still, you don't care. you know, because you don't get that wave of guilt or wave of honesty come over you, you know, that pre-nut clarity, post-nut clarity.
I don't know. I just think, because like there's going to be a certain point where you're on one end, he's on the other. And whether you like it or not, whether you try to or not, you're going to make eye contact. And then what you do,
That's the best bit.
Yeah, but then you're like, the Eiffel Tower, you hold hands.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know.
I thought the best thing is to not overthink it, I think.
So how did it actually come
I was overthinking it. I was like, how does this happen? And like, we just started making out, and then he arrived.
You and the guy, obviously.
Yeah. And then he just started like fucking going with her, and then it was kind of like it just was natural, bro. You didn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
You know, so because that's what I was worried about, you know. But he said he's done it like a million times before.
He's French, of course.
Yeah. So he was a gentle lover, and he was quite supportive. When I couldn't bar up, I was like, "Look, this isn't going to happen for me."
And he goes, "It's okay, my friend."
Yeah, he was like, "It's fine. Sometimes
it's okay.
you know, of course, most guys when there's another guy, it's very difficult to maintain an erection." I'm like, "It is, bro. Thank you, man."
Thank you.
Yeah. And then he just slammed
You know what? I'm actually I'm happy. Let's go.
Thank you.
Same hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I thought he was from you, wasn't it? You were the guy in the bathroom, man.
The only thing that I find like hard with that is like what you said. So like you just said then. Like imagine you're in the room. And what happens if you, like, they're just fucking powering it for like 10 minutes and you're stood there bollock?
And do you know what would be another
like
worry,
trying
man?
to get in there, like, fucking throwing a few fingers or
something. You're in the corner going, yo.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah.
Trying to get a substitute going.
I'll order the room service.
Hold your number up.
Tap me in.
I don't know. See, because another worry of mine there would be as well, is not necessarily... what if his dick's bigger than mine? Because in that situation, someone's going to have the bigger and the smaller dick. Yeah. That's absolutely that's a given.
Yeah.
But what if it, regardless of size, what if it's very obvious?
He's a better lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I was stoked. No pressure on me.
Yeah.
Because she was enjoying it. I was just like, I was the thing on the cherry on top.
See, it's just
the soft cherry on top.
So
what if she was more into him than she was me? I just. The water boy.
Water boy.
Bringing in the orange slices at half time. There you go, boy.
You're doing great.
No,
I was like getting the gobby and shit, but like I'd had a lot of fucking shit that was stopping me from barring up. So it's like, and then like just seeing it was like it wasn't good.
No.
So yeah, like you know, I was just sort of like kissing her and like fucking playing with her tits and shit while he was. And after a while, I was like, this isn't happening. Yeah. So I just said, here's the keys, go check out. And I just bowed. So.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would have told him to get out before fucking room. Like, my ego, my pride would have took a hit there. I'd be like, hey, listen, the pair of yous, get the fuck out my room now. I'm phoning the police if you don't leave. Get the fuck out.
It was actually good because it wasn't that awkward way to leave because I was still going at it. Like, I passed out. I woke up. He's still fucking, bro. He was like doing some mad French shit.
Yeah.
So I was like
this?
Yeah.
Where the fuck were you meant to be from?
Yeah, I don't know. I just left. It was a nice way for me to just smoke bomb.
Yeah, and do you know what? Do you know what as well? I don't think I could do it with a French person. I feel like he'd be too arrogant about it. I mean, the guy you got seems lovely.
He was awesome about it.
He seems lovely, but I don't know. I think
seemed planned.
Yeah.
No one seemed planned.
The whole night he's been like, I've heard the bump before. It'll still work. Don't worry, champ. I don't know. I just think there's something about French people for me. Yeah. I never feel comfortable around a French person.
Oh, that's the English and the French rivalry, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know where the rivalry comes from. There's an aura about French people which just uneases me. I don't think you can trust them.
Aura.
Yeah. I feel about French people the same way I feel about Russian people.
And how's that? Erect. What's
crazy?
You don't like the Russians?
No, I don't like them, but it's like, how'd you chill with a Russian?
Yeah.
Like,
you could pass as a Russian. You got a bit of Russian about you.
Yeah, you could.
Generally do like Russian.
I don't know. I just think.
A lot of Russians live in Canggu and Bali, which is where we go. That's like our, I guess, Tenerife or whatever, you know. But it's a bit. There's like a spiritual side of Bali, then there's a party side. But all the Russians live there, and the girls are very hard to talk to.
I can imagine
because they've got like almost like an arrogance, arrogance about
yeah.
them. But then when you start talking to them, it's just kind of like, it's just sort of how they hold themselves. They're not truly like stuck up, but they're just like
looking down the
they're how
nose.
they, yeah. But when you start talking, they're actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So.
Because to be fair, you must have been with a lot of continental women. You're a very well travelled man.
Not, I don't know, bro. Not really. Yeah, I wouldn't say too many different. I
Just French.
I've got a weird. I've got
you go
a.
anywhere other than Australia that you get girls because fucking the accent just kills anyway.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
But that's what everyone says about
But
scousers.
then you got your
Whenever go
personality
anywhere,
coming
and
into it, you know.
Yeah. And when they actually know me for who I am as a person,
I'm trying to tell jokes and shit. I cockblock myself so much.
You're trying to run new stuff on them.
Yeah, I do things that I think's funny, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's fucking."
Yeah,
shit.
like, oh, yeah, this.
But I've got a weird ick where I don't like the accents and girls that can't speak English properly because it's arrogant, but I want them to appreciate my wit and my banter. So if I'm trying to tell jokes,
you, lad.
if I'm trying to tell jokes and they're not laughing or they go, this is, I'm sure this is funny. I'm like, it is funny, can't you? So I'm like, So I'm kind of like, I don't really have that attraction to it. I'd rather go meet an Aussie or a Pom, well, an English, you know, when I travel. So I stay away from the too many
foreign
continentals.
scum.
Yeah. I'm
Come on,
fucking.
lad, I'm gonna get into some questions.
I'm trying to do
I've got
Brexit.
here as well. Yeah, it means Brexit as well.
Yeah.
There's a few like, but they don't make sense.
Let's see some of them.
see.
Let's see.
The weirdest place you've had a tug is the first one.
Okay.
My mate's bathroom.
Didn't see it again for a year.
I had a tug in the business class lounge.
I don't
wanted
think
to
that's
have
weird. I think you've earned that.
I wanted to have a business class
That's
wank.
fucking like a flight wank.
Yeah, but pre-flight.
Oh,
That's what I haven't
yeah.
took off yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that just seems pointless.
That's beat.
No, in the lounge, the business class lounge.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, man, I gotta just appreciate this moment. So I didn't want to do it in.
waiting.
So you couldn't have just got a pint?
Yeah, like where you got a baby and that. Yeah.
Oh, isn't this nice? You got to be more.
Yeah, yeah. That was a recent memory.
A recent.
Yeah, it was like last week.
Oh shit!
Yeah, before
Okay.
here. Yeah. Where's the weirdest place you've ever tugged?
Come on, what about yourself?
I've fucking lads.
I've tugged everywhere, man. When I was a teenager, I'm fucking all over.
The danger wanks, aren't they? They're the fun ones. My mate always says, he says this joke that, like, if you're in the toilet,
Yeah.
he says you should shout someone up from downstairs.
And try and come
And
in
try and
that
come
time.
before we get to the door. That's what he said. And he calls that a danger wank.
That is a dangerous way to wank that.
That's such a strange kink, man.
Yeah. Too, like,
If it's family, I'm like, oh, no.
I'd
Yeah,
say the weirdest place I've ever had a wank. And I wouldn't even say it was weird because nobody else was around. I was just, to be honest, I can see where you're coming from. I was just appreciating the nice moments. I was like 16. I'd been fishing. But I went. No, wait. I just had this fish. Just
some cod.
Some fucking haddock. It was all over it.
Fucking
Some
cod
like
job.
that.
12 pounds a day.
I just called it a koi carp. I was like, you little fucking little whore. No, I went fishing, but I went early morning. It was like 6:30 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning,
That's a
Saturday.
safe wank.
It wasn't
In your
dangerous.
tent.
It's funny that you think that's early morning. 6:37 early
That's
morning
fucking mad,
for
no.
fishing. That's late,
Fishing?
bro.
No, yeah, but
Like, flying
but
above.
there was no one else there though, so it was
okay,
like
yeah.
it was early.
Yeah.
It was,
So
I was
you're
like,
wanking to the fish,
Yeah.
but they can't see, you can't see them.
well, no, they I don't think they probably just see me through the water. There's some like overlord that's
Yeah.
come to like fucking
Feeding the fish.
so tadpoles in and replenishing
That's called masturbating.
Yes, I love it. I was just replenishing the fucking the lake with tadpoles. I'm just trying to help
Have
the
you got that app,
population.
Plenty of Fish here?
I've never used it, but I'm familiar with
It's
it.
a dating app where everyone tries to fuck.
Yeah,
so
I've heard of it. No,
Yeah.
I've never
it's like it's like Tinder, but there's no small talk.
Nah, yeah.
It's like, are we
Chad,
fucking?
no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So you jerked off on the edge of the rocks. You got your rocks off.
I was just sat on my little camping chair.
Yeah, right.
I had my cup of tea and my flask
Smelling like prawn.
in the cup holder. No, I
Prawn
was
hub. Just fucking yuck. That would have been the worst smelling wank as well. You got bait, you got fucking oysters and shit.
no
like-
shower.
yeah. It was the sun was coming up nice. I was like, you know what, today's
Yeah.
gonna be a good day. Let's make sure of it.
I actually got jerked off by a chick in. Have you seen that experience called Seance, where it's a shipping container and you go in, like it happens at Fringe as well. No. So at our Perth Fringe, there's a company, they do all these different experiences. One's called Seance, one's called Flight, one's called Coma or something. So you go in and like it plays, it's all this like sensory shit. So you have headphones on, then like there's a pill, so you're in a psych ward. So this one, and my girl was above me and I was underneath like bunk beds. And she reached under and started just giving me a wristy in the dark. Everyone else is in there.
How fucking long's it, arm?
Bro, it was pretty short.
She had a little bit, she's coming out, little plasticky, clawy wank.
And then, I fucking came and she freaked out because she didn't think I was going to come. But you know when you don't know where it goes?
Because it was in complete darkness.
Yeah. And it's gone. So I'm just hoping when the lights went on, it was like...
It wasn't just there.
Yeah. So...
Have you ever had a wank in the shower?
I don't like it.
It turns into like jello.
Listen, it's weird what cum turns into when it's wet.
Yeah, and it tastes funny too,
It won't get off. It's like, it just won't get off. You're trying to wipe it. It's like... It just doesn't move.
I don't like jerking off the shower. It's like it feels
drier.
Standing up, wank.
The water, it sort of sidetracks me. Maybe I'm autistic. I got too much sensory
it's
going
too much going on. And then the loud noise of the shower, and also weirdly enough, the water makes it drier.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is fucked up.
It is true.
It is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's weird as fuck, man. I don't know.
Oh, fuck, this is educational as well.
You can't really have sex in water, can you?
Nah.
It's like it don't go in. It does not go in.
It's weird. It's weird. I don't like being in water.
Yeah, right.
I like a shower is okay, but I don't like swimming pools. I don't like getting in the sea. The reason I don't like swimming pools...
Because there's all your cum in the sea.
I will not get in lakes. No, because I remember I went swimming when I was a kid in a swimming pool in Garston, a place in Liverpool. And I had my goggles on and I've dunked my head under the water, and in each corner of the pool there was like a little weird pile of grey mush, and it was just dead skin cells that had come off people. So since then
was this at like a retirement village or something?
No, it was just a leisure centre. It was for the community.
Wow.
And so I was just there, and then since then I will not get in a swimming pool, and I won't get in the sea.
Why?
Because it's like I don't know what's under me. I just don't know what's under me.
Yeah. Well, but it's safe here in Australia. We got fucking sharks to worry about.
Even so, I just don't like the thought
of... It touches my foot, lad.
And even if it doesn't, I know how far down, and that's what... Oh,
lad, you know the part in the sea where it goes, it's nice and blue, and then it goes black. Pitch black.
Oh, yeah.
So
me and my babe were on a pedalo. Lad, we're out. She's fucking loves the sea. She's in and out. You know one of the slides? The slides. That could have been a great danger wank in the middle of the sea, but we go for it. And I'm stood at the top, lad. I am so scared of the sea. Like, one of my worst fears. And the boat was like, going with the waves, it went over this pitch black bit. She's shouting, "Get in the fucking water, you pussy!" I'm going, "It's me worst fear, you fucking slag."
Well, now there's cocaine sharks.
I go down this slide, not knowing, because I'm flapping it. I go down, fucking mouth full of seawater. I get back on the boat, I'm fucking nearly dying. On this pedalo, she's swimming in the sea. Lad, worst experience, and I hate the sea.
Extra salty in the view.
Flying, because he come in it, so I got a full mouth.
You've got fucking semen.
Yeah, and I said, "That Danny."
I recognise that flavour.
That tastes like vapes and tastes like
a
Yeah, it's have you got any weird little fears? Got any little irrational ones?
Yeah, I got a couple of irrational ones. The first one is old people's skin.
Don't like it.
Where it's like...
Don't like it.
Wrinkled over.
Like, you know where it's like the varicose veins and then it's like purpley.
Like popping out like that.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like it's an open sore.
Yeah.
Because I was before I was a teacher...
You should have died by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like...
What are you open to, show?
Because I was trying to be a chiropractor and you have to touch people. So when I did my work experience, I was like... Can't do that, man. So that's my one fear. The other one, weirdly, is I really get grossed out by cankles.
What, flat ankles?
Just straight ankle. That makes me sort of like
cover that up.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and it's shallow, but whatever. And then hallways when I was little, if I would, or even now, like if I have to go down a hallway and it's dark, I feel like someone's behind me.
Oh,
so I got to flick the light on.
When you turn the light off and you have to run upstairs.
Yeah.
Fucking
I still do that.
Yeah. So, but it was weird because I thought it was just me, and then as I spoke to my brothers about it, they were like, "Yeah, same. I always felt like someone was walking behind me." So
it's fucked up. I don't like people touching me earlobes. I don't
That's so
like it.
specific.
I can do it and it's fine. But if someone else touches my earlobe...
Sam, give it a go. See what happens.
Don't don't even try it. And it goes through me. There's something about it. It's like I can feel it. It's like as soon as someone touches me earlobe, it's like I can feel it down my back. And I'm like, oh, get the fuck off. It goes through me.
Have you had your missus nibble on them?
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
So that's a bit weird.
But it's just...
But when I do it, it's weird.
It's all right when you do it. Have you got any more questions? Let's get into them, man. I like them. I like the energy they're coming with.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
We're all ears.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was another question. I think it was directed to me, to be fair, because I put the questions on.
Okay.
Have you ever had sexual thoughts of a male?
No.
I've got a good story for that.
Okay.
There was this French guy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I was watching Larry Dean do stand-up comedy in Perth. So it's not sexual thoughts. It freaked me out, man. So I was like 32 or 33. Yeah, so no, I must have been 31. And I was watching Larry Dean do stand-up. And he was crushing, man, right? And I'm like, man, he's fucking killing it. And I was like, he's pretty good looking as well. I'm like, he's doing so good, you know? And then I was like, bro, you haven't had a girlfriend for fucking your whole life. You're saying this guy's good looking. Are you gay? And I'm having this panic attack going,
It's like
I'm gay. Yeah. And I'm like, ah. And then my brain goes, hang on, bro. You love big tits way too much to be gay. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. I'm not. But
you
like
see
for a
Chris
minute.
Shin and you were like, oh, bridges are being built between the two.
So it wasn't a sexual thought, but I was really appreciating what he was doing.
Yeah,
You can appreciate an ugly looking man, like, can't you?
Oh, yeah, like Hemsworth and
fucking
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, like that's what you said. Like
Eden
in relationships,
Hazard.
you're bad. You have that pass.
You look a lot like Eden Hazard.
You have that celebrity pass, don't you? Do you think?
Yeah.
Your bed.
Do you know what? I think celebrity crushes.
Like, would you let your
like a hall
bed,
pass,
like a hall pass, and like if she bumped
like Leo
into
DiCaprio, would you let?
Yeah, but I'd kill myself in front of it immediately. I'd be like, was it worth it?
But then
Oh, that means you could get like a Mila Kunis or something. Well, I mean, we're not. The girls aren't going to agree for us, but
I don't know.
who's the one off Focus? Fucking hell, lad, what's her name?
Margot Robbie.
Oh, yeah, Margot Robbie.
So I used to think she was smoking, like she's still hot. But in Wolf of Wall Street, I was like,
That was the only
this
time
girl
that she's good. Yeah, good looking.
is
to be fair,
amazing,
like.
and I don't know, something else happened since then.
Yeah.
Mila Kunis is my
Ozempic.
like
I thought,
little.
who's Mila Kunis? Is she off TED?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
She off TED too.
Is she in TED?
Yeah.
She is.
I think.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I just
I
love-
think a
she's
lot of
Russian
lads-
as well.
Is she?
Yeah, she speaks fluent Russian.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
weird as fuck. That's a
okay.
spy that just went under the radar for too long, isn't it? Now
Yeah.
she's voicing Megan Family Guy. She's in too deep.
And Ashton Kutcher was with her for ages.
Are they not together anymore?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you would have told me about that. To be honest, she hasn't been in touch. She said she was gonna let me know, but no, I don't know. I think a lot of lads as well probably around my age realised for certain they weren't gay when they watched the first Transformers film and Megan Fox fixes the car.
Oh, bro.
There
the
and then,
fucking car,
there
yeah.
and then, I was like, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
But she's got fucking Transformer kids, man. All three of her kids are trans kids, man.
Oh,
You know that?
Yeah.
see, there's a
Yeah.
thing
Yeah, but
about
she's
that.
with that MGK, isn't she?
There's a thing about
Not
that in
anymore.
Hollywood,
Not
apparently.
anymore.
In Hollywood,
The
they say,
sacrifice.
oh, mate, don't, because I get,
Don't
I
dig
get,
deep, don't go down that.
If you like
I get
that,
it, but all of
Hard John's podcast, we go all the way
we're
down on
already
that.
in,
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
getting into it. I just think it's weird how many people in Hollywood all of a sudden have got like 8 kids who are all trans, and it's
Yeah.
like
And like, there's always a death of a brother, a mother, a father.
Kanye West's mum.
Yeah.
There's always somebody quite, and he's literally said before, he's
If
like,
you look
"My
up all the
dad."
celebrities that have lost a brother, a sister, a mum, it's like abnormally high compared to the regular people.
But then also as well,
Do you think you would sell your soul though? If you were offered that much money?
It depends.
Is it money?
how
Do you reckon
much
it's money?
money?
I would say it's not even money. It would be
Like
a
a
chance
free
to be
pass?
the elite, no, to get in
Yeah.
and make your way up. If you are that,
But would
if
you
you're an ego whore,
being Megan Fox, would you do that? You
Oh.
probably don't need that. If you're
Well,
a bed
air
and you're
machine,
fit as
air
fuck,
machine.
Well,
you get
Gun.
that fucking, you get that lift anyway.
well, do you? Because there's so many hot chicks that don't make it. So the ones that do, like look with Harvey
just didn't meet
Weinstein, like look what
Weinstein
he
in
was
time,
doing.
yeah.
The girls that said no were the ones that didn't get things because it's all controlled by these fucking fat.
See, and the thing is as well, though, you've got to wonder, you know, all these celebrities who they thought, listen.
It's the Satan Club, bro.
See, mate, I am.
Well, that fucking where they shell children and shit like that.
No,
That's what Ryan Garcia was talking about.
I fully believe it.
Yeah.
I'm fully on board with it.
Yeah.
I got really deep over lockdown into doing mushrooms and then going and watching.
You just lose all credibility after
honestly,
that.
No. Listen. I got really into doing mushrooms, then researching Pizzagate, and I was like, but then the deeper you go into it, the more it starts making sense.
Deep
and then you're trying to tell your mum over breakfast, and she's like, "Are you good? Like, are you okay?"
Well, the guy that said that Pizzagate wasn't real has just been done for pedophilia.
Being a paedophile, yeah.
So
what's on Anthony Weiner's laptop?
So
that's what I want to know.
Yeah, but most people who start bringing out some truth, though, they end up dying, don't they?
Yeah. Well, that's how you know it's true.
Yeah.
Did you hear Oprah as well?
Then he gets killed off the story, don't
Oprah set up a thing in Haiti, didn't she? Like a charity for kids after the earthquake in Haiti.
Yeah.
And then since she set that charity up, a lot of the kids who have been involved in that charity have just received.
No, I don't know if that's fake news or not. But I did hear about Oprah and all that people buying the land in Hawaii.
Yeah, right before the fires, and then that was the land that wasn't touched by the fires and shit like that.
Too much shit. Like, there's too many things that have gone on in the past. To anything is possible now, I think. Even the Trump assassination, that's 100% the elites.
I don't think that
was
set up, but I do believe it was an inside job.
Yeah, dude, it's 100% been ordered not by that fucking kid on his own.
No.
Like, and
well,
for
you're
them to
familiar
have
with the company BlackRock, is it?
Yeah.
He was in a BlackRock commercial in an advert, so it's like...
Who, the kid?
Yeah. But like, for any shooter to be on the roof for that long...
He was there for like 20 minutes setting the rifle up and people are going, yo, there's somebody on the roof with a gun, and the Secret Service are like, nah. He hasn't even loaded it yet, don't worry.
The Secret Service had a sniper as well, so you could fucking look down the sight and see him.
You got Ray Charles on the fucking security team.
Big Stevie Dubs.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Is Stevie underblind? Have you gone down this side?
Have you seen
the stuff that he does? Yeah, it's
he catches a mic stand when it falls over. He fucking puts thumbs up back to Jay-Z and shit. He goes to fist bump someone. It's like, what the fuck, Steve?
That's weird, eh? Like
Daredevil. Very superstitious. Maybe I am.
Yeah.
Maybe I am, Steve.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a reason.
Ain't no superstition.
Yeah, maybe there's a reason for it.
Well,
Steve.
Daredevil, if he can do all that shit, have you watched Daredevil?
Yeah. Well, then what can Stevie Wonder do?
Yeah.
He plays.
Do you think why would he do that?
Because imagine how much more money you make.
Yeah, it's like
because you're different.
Because there's so many just fellas who can play the piano, but is there many blind fellas who can play the piano?
Just Ray Charles and that.
Stevie does.
And he's only got to keep that up. When he's on camera, he could just be in the house. He takes the sunglasses off. He don't cross his eyes.
Yeah, it would be so hard though to
surely
keep
don't
up.
someone would have fucking clocked something now. Like,
well, there's heaps
without
of
his
things of him.
Glasses
but there's a
on
guy
and
that's blind that can ride a bike. Like, he does echolocation.
Yeah, that's fucking scatty. Isn't that what fucking dolphins do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a dude that he does it, so and he hears back and he can see his surroundings.
I don't know how people deal with being blind. You know, like I generally losing your sight must be one of the worst things.
Would you rather be deaf or blind? No?
Oh, deaf, 100%.
Deaf, I would.
Imagine that. You got a girlfriend, you just ignore her. Like,
and she's still just as good looking.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't hear you. Is it great? Have you got any more questions? I'm liking the questions. I'm liking what they're doing for the conversation.
Because like once you go blind, you got nothing new to jerk off to either.
No,
and you just go.
And
just
it's
doing
always a danger wank.
Yeah,
because you don't know where you are.
You think the room's gone?
Yeah. It's like fucking videos of you online.
You think you've got home?
Stevie Blunder.
Plod at your door. Excuse me, mate. Why were you wanking in a park? What? Where am I?
Let's see some of the questions.
Some lad had messaged. I won't say his name. I don't know his name anyway. He said, "I don't think this is true. It's dead short. Once I shagged me girlfriend's ma, and she's a proper milf." See, I don't believe that. But
whether it's true or not,
you seen that video going round, didn't you?
Oh yeah, you might not have seen it.
You may not have seen it.
Is this some new material?
This is new
it was based
wank material. No, it's not.
It happened in Liverpool. A video on Facebook of a girl put the video on.
I'll see if I can find it.
She got back to her mum's house, went upstairs, opened her mum's bedroom door, and her boyfriend's fucking her mum.
Right.
And she's
maybe it's that guy.
Shagging me mother.
Well, it could be. But like on the video, like he's like tucking his dick into his pants. He's got like blood down his face. With shoes. She's fucking smacking him with something.
Yeah, right.
But then her mum come out and was like, "Oh yeah,
what would you type in, lad?
Oh.
So it's then a bit of
that's the go-to defense.
So it's like
I wasn't there, I don't know, but
I haven't even seen the video, so I can't comment.
Yeah.
But it's like Because then my first thought was, okay, well, if she's caught him doing it that time,
Yeah.
that probably means he's fucked her mum before. But then her mum's instantly threw that one up. So then you can't even question.
Maybe he was bleeding because the mum was defending. Like,
she's throwing,
she's throwing
elbows from the full guard.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that's pretty hectic. I've had I got gobbies off 2 sisters before at the same time.
See, but no.
Let's say blowjob.
No,
Yeah, no, we know.
See, that's cool as fuck. But
So twin with the twins or sisters?
Nah, just big sisters.
if you flip that, and I could, if
With me and my brother.
weird as fuck.
Yeah, giving me gobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Somewhat
weird,
weird,
isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fit when girls do it.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, me and my brother, we both
Tag
lick
team
this girl
someone.
out at the same time. It's
Yeah.
like, that's a bit fucking weird, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I mean, I'm kind of more liberal with that shit. I wouldn't care, but it's not something I would look to do.
Would you do it with your mate? Like, if you were your best mate, do you know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah, I would rather it be a random, to be honest.
You've got a Pornhub subscription.
Not a subscription.
Prawn from the
I
future.
haven't got the account, but I do put out the algorithm from time to
Come
time.
on, you need to do your research.
changes.
We're comedians. You got to see what's going
I'm
on.
just looking for material.
Yeah.
Same woman keeps
What
getting
kind of
stuck
material?
in different places around the house. She's clearly got something going on. Let's look into her life.
Yeah, she's on the disability pension.
I only watch it for the first 2 minutes. I like to just see the setup. I don't even watch the porn anymore.
You watch it for the story,
Because I know what happens in that bit.
Yeah.
for the
You know what I
story,
mean? I used to skip the opening and go straight to the back shots. Now
Yeah.
it's like, well, I know what goes on there.
Yeah.
Now
This is
I
too-
want to see
too
how he
reliable.
got there.
Yeah.
And it turns out there's Delby in a hotel with some French guy.
Broken dick.
Just baguette all out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've stopped watching porn as well, like a while back.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for you.
No, it's not.
Well, too
No,
much
it's not.
makes you go blind there. So
Well,
fucking-
that's Stevie Wonder. That's how we got there. But that's how he's so good with his fingers. That's how he's still got the
They are
coordination.
saying now though that it's ruining fucking people's
Yeah,
lives.
it is.
isn't
I think
it's
porn
ruining.
is-
It's ruining your image of a woman.
Yeah, it
in a
is.
sense.
Yeah,
And
your
it lowers
expectation
your
and like
testosterone levels as well, because
too right.
like naturally as a man, whether you're in a relationship or you're single and you're pursuing multiple women, it's part of your natural thing as a man to pursue sex. It's instinctive.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're not doing that and you can just go on your phone and it's there and,
Yeah.
it's
in your eye,
Like
isn't it?
I think to be honest, the second you subscribe to an OnlyFans, you lose all credibility as a man. To be honest.
Would you do it out of curiosity if it was someone you knew and you're like, I just want to see this? Like, it could be someone you went to high school with or someone you know and you're like...
I think that's a little bit different because
Yeah.
then I think the aspect of like, there's that morbid curiosity then of
Yeah.
like,
Because you know them as a person.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that little look behind the curtain. But
I
then if it's
I
just,
don't think I would though.
if it's just random women on Twitter who have got
Nah.
like
Well, what's the
400,000
point? What are you
followers,
paying for?
and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, they message me back. It's like they're paying 5 people to message people off their account. It's never
Yeah.
you
even
know
them.
what fucking Andrew Tate does?
Well, we had
Runs a fucking club. doesn't
we
he?
had
Just
a
sends out
girl
women.
on.
But some guys now would pay money for Andrew Tate to message him
No,
as a girl.
I know
Yeah.
a few lads who do sign up to OnlyFans, and I just think like I asked
Go
them,
on Pornhub,
they
bro.
send so much dough over.
It's
your
mad.
own money.
It's mad.
That's
When you can
crazy.
go
We
on
had
for
a
free.
girl
I
on.
know.
It's that interaction though
Yeah.
that they feel like they're getting.
We're just
but it's
craving
not.
a connection.
Yeah.
We had a girl on.
That's the next site,
Who was,
only
I don't know
connections.
if she still does OnlyFans or she did, but she did when she come on the podcast. That wasn't the reason we got it on. And
Folded rounds.
she was saying that like there's people who message her through OnlyFans and they genuinely believe they've got a thing going with her.
Yeah, of
So
course.
it's like she said there was a certain fella who used to he asked her when her birthday was and he was sending a gift for her birthday and shit like that,
Yeah.
and it's just like.
But you can see how, like I'm not gonna lie, you can see how women nowadays do go towards that OnlyFans fucking
it's
approach
easy.
because
See, the thing is,
lads are fucking hell, lads, you're earning nearly fucking 50, 60 grand a month because you've got random fellas
the
sending
thing
you
is, I
fucking
think
8
if
ton.
you're a good looking girl and you get to your mid to late 20s and nothing else you've tried to do's worked, I can go, you know what? I'd probably do the same. But it's them girls who are like, as soon as they're 18, they're
Yeah.
like,
You ruin the rest of your life.
it's like, you
It's not
haven't
that
even
though, but if you
tried
are
anything.
pretty, if you are a pretty like a woman, do you know what I mean? Like you ruin that
It brings the
instantly by
value down.
going because
It does.
It
I
really
hate
ruin
people
it.
go, oh, actually, no, it doesn't. It's like, shut up, it does.
yeah,
Like,
it doesn't give you no credibility
Yeah.
like to do stuff
because
like
then
that.
I always say,
I feel like that's the way the world's going though.
I always say, like, if I was in school And I, like, you know what it's like when you're in school, you're in college, and like you're going back and forth with your mates. Imagine one of your mates goes, "Hey, there's your mum getting cummed in."
Yeah.
Like, I'm killing myself.
Yeah.
I'm killing myself.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm doing it, and I'm going home in front of my mum and doing it over dinner. Oh, mum, this is really nice. Oh, by the way,
She just stops you by grabbing your earlobes.
this is worse. This is worse. This is worse than the OnlyFans. Please stop.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, I'm all for do what you want, but I don't think the young girls, they don't really think through the repercussions.
No, it's
Because once it's there, it's forever.
Even for like a couple of years, it's oh yeah, this is great. But
Then
when
what?
they get to that age where they do want children or they do want a family, or what I can't picture is that's someone's daughter. If my daughter done that, they'd be fucking.
Well, that's like the first time I went to a strip club. I couldn't get over it. Like, I've got a whole bit on it, which I won't do, but it was like my empathy was too high to even enjoy it, man. I'm like looking at this chick going, "This is someone's daughter. Like, this is someone's fucking sister. Like, what is she doing?"
What would you do if you
She's
found?
so
Have you
hot.
got any sisters?
Nah,
What would you do if you found out how old's your mum?
60 in August.
Is she a good 60?
Goes all right. Yeah. Why do you want to subscribe?
Well, no, I'm just saying, what would you do if she was
£24.
like, "Listen, Daniel, like, I'm just letting you know this because, you know, you're a public figure."
Right now, honestly, I wouldn't care, man. At 60, if you're doing it, like, power to you.
You know what? I think but when it gets over
When it's
40,
older, like, who gives a
Do you
fuck?
think?
Because if you're in school and it's all that peer, like your
fucking
mates
get
and that.
ruined by it, yeah.
Because now, no one gives a fuck, man. All the basketballers why, so like, no one really gives a fuck.
The world is going
It's
to
more
fucking pieces.
It's more if you're a teenage kid and you're putting your son or through that at school with all the, you know, the
That's a
peer
little
yeah,
shit.
well, that's trauma.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a woman from Liverpool who's a porn star. She doesn't do OnlyFans. Well, I don't know if she probably does now, but she was just a porn star for years, and like a well-known porn star as well. And like on her Instagram, apparently,
Allegedly.
someone told me
From a
this.
friend.
Yeah.
So I done my research, and it was true.
Yeah.
She's like on the same Instagram where she's got pictures of herself in like lingerie with like other porn stars like posing. They're like, check out our new film on this website, and then the next post like her and her kids making cookies in the kitchen, and it's like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, need to
That's
keep it separate,
fucked up.
I reckon.
That is a little bit.
Yeah,
You'd at least have a separate Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like one of them, she got a thong on, and she's like covered in her tits, and the next like her and her kids in matching Christmas pajamas making cookies, and it's like, you're fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's obviously fellas who are following just for the porn, who've
And
not
there's
got an
fellas that are
insight.
following for the kids.
Yeah. And they're like, will she ever merge the two? Will the market gap be bridged? I don't know, it's fucked up, lad. It's fucked up, lad.
Yeah.
I just think I mean, and it's probably not going to be a very popular opinion, but I think if you're doing porn, don't have kids.
Yeah, don't have kids.
Don't have kids.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's the way that, like,
I don't even know why
women are
that's
going.
seen as a thing that you shouldn't say. They're like, oh, well, women can
You're
still...
allowed to have your opinion, man. Someone will hate it. Someone will agree.
I hate that you should be able to have your opinion on anything.
Yeah.
And the world is going the opposite way.
Well, don't get me started on all
You
the
have to
foreigners
think like
going in.
everyone else thinks.
It's fucked up, man. It's just like, I don't know. I just think... I think porn is damaged. So like if you look at there's lads now who have got fucking like Discord girlfriends on the other side of the planet.
I don't understand that. What is that? Is that like a nerd channel?
So it's like
a FaceTime.
It's not even a I don't even think you FaceTime
like an avatar or something.
It's like a Skype thing. It's like it's like you're making like a little chat room for you and your mates, and there's these little gimps who meet women on Discord, and you never meet them, but it's their Discord girlfriend.
That's so fucking
and they
lame.
call it's
Like, they're probably doing a service. They're stopping a school being shot somewhere.
yeah,
You know, like,
but one day when they find out that this Discord girlfriend was just a man who had 19 accounts who was just draining them for money,
Discord.
they're probably causing more schools to probably causing more schools to just get salt and peppered.
It's just like phone sex back in the day. It's just upgraded. Like, people would call phone lines.
Babe Station.
Yeah.
And all shit
Dude,
like that.
I came here when I didn't come, but when I was 18, Babe Station
Came
blew
before.
my mind that was on your normal TV.
Oh, yeah, we just get that.
I was like, what
We just phone them.
It's
fucked
fucked up in
up,
our
man.
face.
Yeah.
Young.
Yeah,
and you had the
yeah.
Page 3 girls as well.
Well, there was a
Page
program.
3.
I remember this trauma.
Wasn't exactly porn, though, was it?
It was.
You'd have to bell
They'd
them.
never
It was
show
borderline.
anything, but the people would be ringing them and they'd be like, "Oh, you horny as fuck," and this woman's sitting there looking bored as fuck, smoking, going, "Yeah." I remember,
That was good because you could use your imagination back then. Now the imagination.
You don't need
is
to
dead.
use it anymore.
Magazines and everything back in the day.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, there was a program that traumatized me when I was a kid, and I know. Listen, if you ever seen this program, DM us on Instagram and let me know what you've seen on it, and we'll talk about it on next week's episode because it fucked me up.
The Wiggles.
So there was a program that was called Sex Etra,
Right.
and that was on after Babe Station had finished. And it was just on normal television.
Yeah.
And it was like a deep dive. But this is in like I'm like 10. So we're going back 16 years. So things were still a lot more taboo then. So it was taking a deep dive, and it was on at like midnight till like 2 a.m. Took a deep dive into kinks and fetishes.
Really?
Before it was all like mainstream, and before it was like, oh, you can't kink shame people, and there was like fellas dressing up as wolves, and like they're getting the dick sucked by a woman also dressed up as a wolf. And I remember I was like 10. And I'd been up watching Babe Station, just like giggling to myself. And then this program come on after it, and there was this fella dressed up as a wolf, and there was some woman dressed up as a wolf sucking his dick through the wolf cut. And mate, I had nightmares.
And that was on TV.
Yeah, it was just it blared out. It blared out the impact zone. Let's just say, but other than that, it was all there, and it was like I was first exposed to what a fart fetish was when I was like 11, and it's
fart fetish.
Some fella with a gas mask on getting farted into, and I was going, what?
Jackass made a fortune out of that.
Yeah,
but fuck me.
Mate,
that shouldn't have been allowed.
But it was.
You know?
What do you reckon the weirdest fetish is? Have you ever heard any?
There's so many.
Kids, definitely.
Having kids? Having a fetish for kids?
Yeah,
I think that's just wanting a family. You're like, that was weird.
Mix me with the gay shit. Like, but no, it's like, there's some weird ones now as well. Like
the feet ones are weird.
Like what about like the chicken?
I mean, everyone, I think we've all sucked a toe from time to time. There's times where you get that into it and you're just like, okay.
Yeah, I've had a foot job, like, that was cool.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
it happens.
I prefer a hand, you know.
Yeah, but you know, there's
warm hand.
You feel like they're embracing you more with a hand.
Yeah,
with a foot
for sure.
job,
Yeah,
it's a bit more disrespectful. You're like, okay, I'm into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel
someone
like
was touching my dick and I was happy, so I was like, let's go.
At that point, it's not even a fetish. It's just like
What about
even exchange.
I always wanted to ask this question. So let's say we us three went to Thailand.
Yes.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
No, I'm just saying, I'm going with you. I'm not doing it. No.
Let's say you were getting a shuck off a bird, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, this is I like, you don't even have a clue. And then she gets up, she's got a knob.
Yeah.
What are you doing in that situation? Or are you just accepting you've just been sucked off by a fella?
Listen,
have you come? Or you haven't come yet?
I've said this.
Like, she's ready to get fucked now.
I've said this on the podcast before.
Yeah.
I've said that on the podcast before. For continuity, I will say it again. If they're fit enough, it is what it is.
So I already know my answer.
Done it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
At that point, if
what is it? In for a penny, in for a pound. But I know that in Thailand, I'm not hooking up with any Thai girls. Full stop. So I won't have that issue. Because of that exact scenario. The guys and the girls look identical to me. So
there's
I'm
ways
like,
of telling, no.
Yeah, one's got a dick. It's too late.
That was the woman.
No, I definitely wouldn't, because I don't let myself get to that situation ever. And I'm not, I don't know if it's racist to say, but I'm not attracted to Asian chicks.
I wouldn't say it's racist to say.
It's just my preference.
It's not racist.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's sex. It's not my kink.
What about you?
So don't kink shame me.
What about you?
What, in that situation?
If you're in Thailand, let's say
there's a reason he asked the question. He wants approval.
Let me set the scene.
I used to always ask me mates like
let me set the scene. You're in a bar in Thailand. You're on your own, and you've been having drinks with a girl all night. She speaks very good English. You know, so you're able to converse back and forth. You've had a few drinks. You bought her a few drinks. She's bought you a few drinks. You know, you past the point of inhibition, so you're not really asking questions, and you don't want to kill the mood by going just before we go anywhere. Like,
you made a connection
you got a dick?
that everyone craves.
You go back to your hotel. You're kissing. It's cool. You put your hand up a skirt.
Anybody else hard?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
It's a good storyteller,
I'm speaking in a soft voice for a reason, Dan. I always wear a suit, Dan. And you know, you put your hand up a skirt and you go, oh, they're balls. but then you look up and she's gorgeous.
Well, then you do what that bloke, then you flick them.
No.
And you run.
No.
Hit and run.
There's no chance. Not if I felt the balls first. Like,
of course not.
Let's go back to the people. I want to see more. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
Sorry, Dan. It's
No
for the
Bangkok.
fourth time.
Done.
Well, while I'm doing this, I've got a
What about, do you remember
fact.
that film, that video that came out with the guy that was just hell fucked up?
He's like,
oh,
go
it's
on,
got
get
a
your dick
dick.
out, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
He's like, you
Jeffrey.
can't go to Thailand and not shag a lady. It's like going to Turkey, you're not getting a kebab.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
It's not like that at
listen,
all.
Right, no, yes, it is.
No, what?
Yes, it is.
You're going to
It's
get
part of
kebab in Thailand.
It's part of the culture.
You banging ladyboys is not part of the culture.
Well, no. Listen, right, I'm not even saying no, because this makes it sound like I'm like dying
You want to do it, eh?
I'm not,
You want them to rub your earlobes, you want to fucking get some fish on the bait.
I'm biting your dick off, fella. But what I'm saying is if you do it here, it's gay.
Yeah.
But if you go there, it's like, oh, it's a cultural thing.
It's still gay in a different culture.
No, it's not gay if it's embedded in the culture.
Okay. If that's
then-
what you need to
because
tell yourself. What really happened when you travelled, man? What are you going to tell
Well,
them?
let me tell you.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, I don't know, I just think...
Did you go fishing in Thailand?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Go on. So you had a fun fact, did you?
No, I was listening to a podcast before. It makes it's no relevance to this, but apparently there's four. We are, men and women have the 40% the same fertility now.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what
Like-
you've just said.
In the sense of like getting a bird pregnant, we have about 40%
Of a chance of it
sperm.
happening.
Yeah. So apparently that's not the fun fact. The fun fact is men should never have their balls warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. It
Yeah.
lowers your sperm count.
Yeah. I didn't know
My
that
balls
until today. You know,
hot right now.
Oh, yeah.
Mine are sweating. Right.
Yeah.
You want to have a grab?
Yeah. I'll take you away for it.
Apparently, I didn't know this, but men should generally wear very loose boxers, as you should say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because your balls should never be warm.
Yeah, that's the
And I didn't know
Sometimes you
that.
can't help it.
I did not know
Evolutionary.
that till today.
And you live in Australia too.
Well, I
What
used
you
to be
do
a
about
sex
that?
ed teacher as well.
So you can tell us it loads.
Evolutionarily, the reason that they're out is because they need to be
You
a
need
bit
to
cooler.
be cool.
Yeah.
I learnt that today.
Yeah, so that's why they say you shouldn't have your phone in your pocket because you got like radiation.
You shouldn't
on
have
your
tight
balls.
pants on.
You shouldn't have a ladyboy on your dick either, generally. But
If it's part of the culture,
If it's in
part of the
Thailand, it's culture.
We'll let it go.
Yeah.
We'll let it ride.
yeah,
Go on. I want to see more questions from the people. Lad, because
These are ages ago, so the Euro questions, which we lost.
have we got any that aren't football related?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Didn't you put some on earlier as well in your story?
Yeah. But again, they're all very irrelevant.
do you do
Let's
like
have a look at
sex skits or does everyone just want to know sex stuff?
No, I just think that's very like relatable, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
for
in
lads.
the sense, like I think the more you speak about something that everyone can.
Yeah,
get
like
in
gets
tune
rid of the
with.
taboo.
Yeah, and then go
Yeah.
and tell them, people won't be scared
Yeah.
to go there because Danny's been there and done it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, they're just
Yeah.
bit of shit.
Half the story, like teaching sex ed's hell fun because like when you bring it up, you get them all to just say the
What the
words
thoughts,
that they
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You know, so you do that in year 8, and by the time it stops being funny in year 12, you can teach them some shit, right?
Yeah.
But like you do anonymous letters as well. One of the ones that got sent in to me, it was like how are twins formed. So that's like normal. And then the same handwriting, the next one says, what's the average size of a 14-year-old's penis? So, you know that kid doesn't... Yeah, the fact he's asking, he doesn't have an average size penis.
That's but how much know we'd be if you knew the answer?
Yeah, well...
About 4.5.
Yeah, exactly. You get... Well, let's work out an average. Go stand at the front. Right.
Okay.
You could expand on some of them. So,
Okay, we're there. Okay, 20k per year and be free, or 1 million flat out, but you're chased by a spider every day, and if it catches you, you die.
I live in Australia. Give me $1 million.
And be chased by the spider.
Fucking oath, bro.
You're taking the chance.
Of course.
Because what you've got to think as well is when you are out in Australia, even though they're there, they're not actively pursuing you. This spider is.
Yeah. Well, it's like...
surely there's some... In Australia, there's some fucking...
If you've got
rapid
$1 million,
spiders.
you can pay someone to protect you from the spider. So you've always got somebody watching out.
Okay.
I just thought of that then. I think
Okay.
that's the go for
spot
me.
on, like.
That
Yeah.
seems.
And you fly to
reasonable.
the other side of the world and you work out, you do a bit of maths, figure out what it travels at.
And you know how much time
And
you've
you got time
free
and then
to
you just
move.
keep moving like, catch me if you can, Leonardo
Okay.
DiCaprio.
I like that. I like
Could
that.
swim.
Okay, right.
So this one, he didn't quite finish it. But you could probably
It says, okay, so this question's from Still Ryan as well, who's actually been on the pod. He's a massive fucking content creator in Liverpool as well. At the minute, he's absolutely killing it. So Ryan, thank you for the submission, my good man.
Flew your airline the other day.
It says, there's a gun to your mum's head. You've got a room full of 100 people, but you can only...
Sounds like her OnlyFans.
Finish, so you're going to have to finish it.
But you can only chat.
I'm getting
choose.
Right, do you know what? Video
only...
call him on Instagram. And we'll see if we can get him to finish the question.
Yeah, nice.
Because
it sounds like the start of an OnlyFans.
He's very active on Instagram as well, so I'm hoping he answers this.
Yeah, we'll see.
Gun to the head, we've got an active shooter.
that was him asking for help there. We're ringing him going, you're live on the podcast, Ryan, by the way, say hello.
He couldn't finish it because there's a gun to his mum's head. It's like, do you choose to ask your mates?
Yeah, that was his phone a friend. We're all ringing him going, so would you fuck a lady boy, Ryan? If you were there, would you do it?
He is a very busy man.
He is a busy guy. If he doesn't answer, he's dead to me. But we'll move on from it.
Also, as the man.
We'll move
I
on
want
from
to
it.
know. I want to know, me. I don't. It doesn't even fuck. It's not even ringing.
Technology.
Well, right, so...
Ryan, you've ruined it.
I'd love to know what the end of that question was. Yeah, how long have we been recording for? 1:20. And it's already 20 to 9. I want to go and get some food, so I think we'll call it there. And then I'll show you around Liverpool for a little while if you fancy it.
Yeah.
Daniel, thank you for joining us.
It's
fucking good to see you again, and I'll see you in Edinburgh as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you in Perth in January as well. Right. Sam, done a fucking splendid job filling in for Gary this week. To everybody at home, wide camera if we can, so we get us all in. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it every week. Episodes are coming every week. Patreon exclusive every other week, and you can get early access to the public episodes on Patreon as well. We're getting back on the ball with that, so we appreciate the patience. Thank you as always for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you've got any, as I said before, I forget what it was that I asked you about. Was it? Oh yeah, it was about sex, etc. If you've seen that when you were a kid, or what we want to do, because we'll follow on from this next week as well. We were speaking about Plenty of Fish earlier. If you've made it to the end of the episode, if you could put up with us all for that long, if you ever used Plenty of Fish, you want to remain anonymous, message us on Instagram, because we'd like to hear some of your crazy Plenty of Fish stories on next week's episode. Are you going to be here next week? Or?
I will be leaving on Monday.
I was going to say jump back on next week, but we're recording the Thursday, so...
Even if you want to call, I'll be with Legacy up there.
Oh, well, we'll give you the ring while we're live as well. But yeah, everybody, as always, thank you for watching.
Can
we appreciate
I plug my pod? Is that all right?
Oh, shit. How rude are we not to ask? Please do.
The Hard Yarns podcast, if
we'll
you like me.
Put the link on the at on the screen now, and a screenshot of the profile, so you know it's there as well.
And then if you liked me, at Daniel Delby.
Go and check him out. If you're in Edinburgh as well at any point over the Fringe, he's going to be on every day. I'll probably be on a few shows with him, probably earlier in the month as well.
I've got this great news story about jerking off with fish. So.
Nice, okay. I've got a similar one. Sam as well, put your Instagram, we'll put it on the screen, we'll put the link in the description and shit like that as well.
That's clickbait.
Yeah, oh yeah. Clickbait. The Instagram?
No, not the... Oh, are you going to put me Instagram on?
Oh yeah, so we'll put it on the screen now.
Samtay.7.
SAMTAY, there's all sorts of skits. We actually recorded our first skit and sketch together as well today, so there's going to be quite a few of them coming, so you might have already seen it by the time this episode drops, but there's going to be fucking shitloads of them coming, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying to get back to my roots and do a little bit of acting. I'm trying to wind back the clock. That's him there he is. But yeah, check the lads out. Keep coming back every week for the episodes, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, whatever you watch or listen to. Thank you as always, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.